All right, so this next portion, we're going to talk about kind of navigating around a class in Google Classroom. So we'll see, we have the class that we created called New Teacher Orientations right here. One of the things I like to do as a little personal touch is you can also kind of change the theme. So we have what looks like some sort of a like watercolor sort of thing going on here. Um, if you hit select theme over on that right hand side, you can pick just any sort of pictures that they have um, in their database. Or, if you really want to, you can select your own pictures. So if you have, a picture you really like, you can always put something like that up there. That just kind of a neat trick. Not really all that functional. It might help delineate between your classes when you see them visually. It might help your students a little bit, but it's just kind of fun more than anything else. So what we're looking at right here are these three tabs that kind of are at the middle of the screen right here. So we have stream, students, and about. So we're actually going to start with the about section. We go all the way over here. And what we have is basically a background information area. You can put some stuff in there. There's a spot for a class description, a room number if that's going to be applicable. Allows you to kind of view what's going on. It shows you what the Google Drive folder is that has been created for this class. It has all that information in there, and you can change that, a lot of that. You can also add class materials. So if there's something like a course syllabus that you need to have uploaded, that's going to be referenced multiple times. Or if there is, I don't know, a workbook that you've created, you can upload, or things like that. Things that are going to be there that are good for reference multiple times can be uploaded under the Add Class Materials section. So if you just click on that, it shows the title, and you can attach all sorts of different things there and post it and have it up there. The other neat thing about this About section is if you happen to be co-teaching, or even if you're just working with a teacher for really any period of time, if something happens and you need a long-term substitute, if, like I said, if you're co-teaching a class, if you're working with another teacher on a collaborative project, what you can actually do is invite that teacher into your classroom. So all you have to do is click here on invite teacher, and simply just put the person's name in, and it allows them to be a collaborator on your class. Okay, so that's the about section. Then we click on the student section, which is actually how you enroll in the class. So you can do this one of two ways. You can invite the students to join by clicking on invite students. And how you would do this is you would go to the search bar and just basically start typing a student's name in here, John Smith. I don't know if there's any John Smiths in Henrietta. We'll see. Well, no contacts match them, but that's okay. And you can invite the students one by one. So if you're not confident that all your students will be able to get in there for some reason, you can invite them individually, specifically into there. If you don't want to do it that way, there's always a class code for them to join. So the class code, right down here, A5G154I, they're kind of just random assortments of numbers and letters. If your students hit join class and then put in that code, they'll automatically join your class. So that's those two ways to get them in. It also gives you an option up here. It says students can post and comment. Students can only comment, and only the teacher can post and comment. It talks about how much freedom the students have within your Google Classroom. So students can post and comment means that on any assignments or announcement or things like that, the students can kind of add feedback to that. And they can even post their own materials if they find something. That personally I like the best. It's a little bit more collaborative. You get a lot more working together from the students and the teacher, and there's a lot more sharing of ideas. You can have it so the students can only comment if you don't want them posting new content on there, or you can keep it very kind of restrictive if you're worried about things that are going up there, and make it so only you can be the person that posts or comments. And then lastly, we get to the stream. And your stream is basically where you're going to be posting all of your information. So that's where all the assignments and the announcements and the information that you're sharing out to the students is going to be found. And we'll get in more depth with how you put stuff on your stream in just a little bit.